Okay, so in essence I'm gonna... Effectively my strategy is to keep you on my left and keep browbeating you on my stronger side and just keep you off of my weak side. That's basically what I'm going for here. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. So what you could do here is you could... Exactly what you're doing now actually, but if you could just initiate that counter turn a little bit earlier, that would be absolutely perfect. And I just did the exact same. But effectively what I'm doing is EKing too much. But what I'm doing is I'm just strafing out. I'm trying to basically run circles around you, keep you on my left strong side, keep you on the side of my screen even, and just slowly start to whittle down your shields. Because the Rapier has all the power core on the world to do so. Oop, good job not running into the mine there. I'm using a lot of blind fire at the moment. I don't So that CD threw me off, and I started to go and center you a bit more once I'm on my weak side now, by the way. And I started to center you a bit more until I CD'd, because I'm quite slow when it comes to reacting and in terms of getting myself an engine kill again. So that tends to be one of my own weak points, and that's something you can definitely use against me nicely. I'm going to be trying to get you back on my left side now, but honestly, you've flown this quite well so far. Very well, in fact. That mine trap was... Well, that was quite far out, but timing shredders is hard, I'm bad at it. And now I'm just trying to get you back on my... jitter. I'm trying to get you back on my left side, and I know I'm repeating that a lot, but that really is my entire strategy for a lot of fights. I'm going to try and early turn you a bit more now, I think. Just to try and stay off your screen, effectively. Because I know that I'm trading quite poorly at the moment, and I would like to change that, ideally. That was good. Not a bad idea to sit there, to be honest, since if I had to nuke there, I would have had to nuke my own shields down as well, so that was not a bad play, actually. That was a bad mine from me. Holy jitter. So I am aware that I'm not getting a lot of damage done, so I'm going to try and switch to boxing and trading a bit more. I'm just trying to fill you out at the moment and see what I can do to start, you know, taking the lead in this fight. With that mine just there, by the way, you telegraphed it quite heavily by effectively just driving straight towards me, no shooting, no nothing. And Nas does that to me a lot. I'm very used to that particular move. And ergo, I kind of caught onto it quite quickly. What I'm going to be trying to do for now is just try and mix up turns with trading when I can. Like now, I see your shield's almost down, so I'm going to be trying to trade a bit more. At the cost of my own shields, admittedly. The jitter was a bit weird, but it is what it is. Shields are almost down. Shields are down. I'm going to switch to Hole Busters. I have no idea where that mine is. Okay, it's gone. Good. I'm not dropping great mines. These are more zoning mines. Well, I'd love to be able to say that they're zoning mines, but they're not even really doing that, so I don't really know what to call them. What bad mines you want to call them, but anyway. Yeah, so what I did there is I went from an early... Well, what I was trying to do was move around you, and I kind of turned that into a trade as soon as I saw the opportunity when you were kind of sitting still. That was good. Basically, I did exactly what you did there, which was not a bad move at all. Try not to drive into your own mind, by the way. Oh god, I think my aim's a bit all over the place. I'm not good at focusing on talking and playing at the same time, but I'm doing my best. I don't know how to describe my timing for those mine traps. The mine traps I did just there, where I'll EK drop a mine and let someone slip to my side, are very much muscle memory. It's difficult to describe an exact situation in which I'll pull one off. Yep, I saw I was trading poorly, so I just turned into an early turn above you. And when I'm early turning, I'm mainly trying to stay above you. That's where the Rapier's biggest profile is. I mean, like I was saying yesterday, it's a very compact ship. And even the top side is not the biggest profile ever. Not least compared to something like a Defender. That was my bad, I did not know that mine was there. But generally, I'm just trying to early turn and position myself to get the easiest damage for the lowest cost. That's effectively what I'm trying to do with my positioning. I can probably start trading a bit more now that I have shields. So I'm going to try and put you into the center of my screen, more so than the sides. That was beautiful. I don't know if that was an actual EK or just a bit of a jitter, but like those examples where you're just kind of drifting towards me are exactly what I'm going to start to try and sit, trade, get that damage in. But at the moment it's still a lot of trying to just poke holes or find a hole, or a moment where you're kind of letting your guard down a bit. A lot of outer strafing to give you a bit harder over time to land a shot on me. That was a bad mine. And at the moment I'm going to try and go evasive. I'm kind of prepared to counter turn if it turns out that you're behind me, which you are, but that's fine. I think I can solve that with DKing. And into an early turn. Again, that was very much a muscle memory thing. I don't know how well I can describe that in the moment. I'd have to watch that back to describe it in better detail. So at the moment, playing very defensive, trying to get shots in where... Hang on, this is a good opportunity. No, that was not a good opportunity to trade. I shouldn't have taken that, actually. If I can get you into that mine, I'll be very happy. Nah, almost, but not quite. So what I really need is to stay off your screen. So I'm going to go probably revert to early turn. I have enough shields for an early turn. Yep, there we go. So if I can keep that pressure... No, I can't keep that pressure up, apparently. It is what it is. But I will aim, and I got the victory there. I think... I get what you're going for there, but you're already landing shots, I think. So it might have been better just to stay back and trade. Because in stopping shooting and repositioning a bit, you ended up obviously losing that trade, and I ended up downing your shields. I believe it was when you were... I dropped that mine a bit too late. That was just a pure evasion. I knew I was in a bad position. I didn't want to trade in it. That's not going to go well for me. That was a really good idea to sit there, by the way. No, I don't want to trade this, actually. I was going to try and sit... I was going to do something I did against Oak. Ah! Perfect mine. No complaints. I could have dropped that mine. If I can bait you into that mine, actually. Not quite. But this is a great position. That's exactly what I've been trying to go for. I didn't get much damage out of it, but that position there, where I was sitting above you and maintaining that position for a few seconds to just shoot you with Dragoons effectively, that's exactly what I was going for. And I'm going to start going for trades now, because I know I have a massive shield advantage right now. Semi-happy with that. Yep, good stop. I probably dropped that a bit early, but you did a good job to get out of that. That was a good defensive nuke, by the way. That ended up, and like, it didn't hit, but it did end up at least getting me off of your tail, which is pretty much just as important, to be honest. Yeah, good bats. And now I have position, but I'm losing it, so I'm going to try an early turn. Obviously I have the shield disadvantage because you batted up, but I think I'm regaining it. If I can trade favorably here, that was way too risky. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it got your shields down at least, so now I can go back to focusing on positioning, I guess. That was... Oh, that was your own mine. I was wondering, the nuke wasn't that good, but it is what it is, I guess. I'm fine to trade this. I'm probably a bit too risky, because I will take trades when my shields are down. That's probably not a great idea, especially against someone whose shields are up. I can't explain why I do it, or if I should stop doing it, but it's something that I do, I guess. It's noteworthy. Good mine. You telegraphed it, but there wasn't much I could really do about it, to be fair. Am I out of mines? I think I'm out of mines. I am out of mines. Whew, I've been way too late for this fuel. I actually didn't realize I'd gone through 25. I will... again, you telegraphed the mine a bit there. I think you ended up eating hull damage from there. I wasn't looking at the exact amounts. But generally, if you're driving at someone with murderous intent, and you're not shooting at them, that's usually a pretty surefire sign they're going to mine you. And at the moment, I'm effectively just looking to secure the win. Like, I'm trading a bit more aggressively. I'm exactly like this, actually. I'm surprised you didn't drop a mine there. And again, I'm just looking to secure the kill. I'm sitting more. I am just trying to aim you down. I'm expecting a mine. There wasn't one. And I'm probably taking more damage than I should, just because I'm getting greedy and just trying to finish you off. I think that's something that a lot of people do. Not a bad mine. Didn't telegraph it as much, but it was, I think that might have been just because it was dropped a bit early. Those are good shots. I hit the mine button when I have no mines to drop. That would have been a good mine timing, but it wasn't to be because I'm an idiot. Yeah, that last mine happened. Yeah. I mean, I hope I did a decent job of explaining strategy. But I don't know how good. I'm not great at narrating and playing at the same time, so I'm doing my best. Right. Let me restock. Actually, fuck it, I'll just go. Actually, I might grab something faster as well. That might be a bit easier to narrate at the same time. I love the rapier. I love how it feels, but it is quite slow. What else would I want to bring? Ah, oh, fuck, no. I'll play rapier. I'll just keep playing rapier. It's fine. I might try and make the fights a bit quicker by trading more, though. That was, what, a 12-minute fight, judging by Streamlabs? Ish, give or take. Which is fine, but I'd like it to be a bit quicker. I don't know if my aim is just going to shit because I'm trying to focus on talking, but it is what it is. If I can not bring myself out of mass light at the very beginning of the fight, that'd be pretty great. So again, I'm going to open it pretty much the same as I did last time. Oh, impossibility. Well, not that I'm landing any shots anyway. This is certainly benefiting me more than it's benefiting you, but I'm going to go straight into a trade. Favorable trade, mine. I misjudged your position. I was expecting you to go a bit faster, and I was trying to down your shield to the mine, and then I was going to trade with the guns. Okay. I see what you're going for there. I have absolutely done that before. I'm not going to mark you down for that or anything. Good early turn. Good turning. These are good moves. So what I tried to do there is I just effectively got distance. I knew you weren't sticking to me, so I knew if I got distance, I would get you on my screen again. And now that your shields are down, I'm going to early turn. Ooh, I'm actually kind of surprised that didn't hit you, to be honest. But I'm effectively, you're doing a good job at staying evasive, and that was a really, really good move. That was not a good move from me. So I'm gonna go back to. When are my shields coming back up? Thank you. Speak of the devil. Again, solid moves. You can probably afford to go a bit more aggressive here, to be honest. Or at least you could before you lost your shields. Decent mine. Would have been better if you batted before it. I mean, I don't know if you, like, quite processed that your shields had gone down yet. I know that's definitely happened when I'm trying to mine trap before. I was thinking of going for a mine trap there, by the way, but I knew that it was probably quite a telegraphed one, ergo I just kind of turned it into a bit of a wide early turn. Honestly, I don't think there was much more you could have done there. Like, you had the mine on your left-hand side, and you had to avoid that, so I completely get why you went a bit straight there, even if it meant you ended up eating some dragoons. So, you know, that's fine. I don't think that was bad play by you or anything. That, on the other hand, probably could have been avoided. if you would perhaps, I think you could actually, one thing you could do with doing is, reversing a lot more. Like, because you're obviously afterburning a lot, but if you mix that in with a lot more, anchor turns, I think, that might make you a bit harder to hit in those longer terms. Longer turns, either, not terms. I'm fine going for a trade here. I noticed that I was starting to get the hits in, and therefore I kind of committed to the trade a bit more. It was probably a bit of a risk, to be honest. That was not a good mine. But it turned into a good mine, surprisingly. And at the moment I'm strafing out, I'm playing defensive because I know I have the disadvantage in shields, but now that your shields are down, I'm probably going to start going for a bit more trading. I know I'm ahead in damage. That mine wasn't that ambitious, but I think I dropped it late. That's more of a zoning mine. I'm not actually expecting that to hit. I say as it hits. Yeah, no, you definitely shouldn't have sat there. That put you at a fairly decent disadvantage. Having your shields down, you almost ate that. You didn't, though, to your credit. You didn't eat that mine. And I wasn't going to go for a mine trap there because my own shields were down. I probably could have added up, but honestly, I just didn't think of it in time. I think that engine kill hurt you quite badly, to be honest. I mean, I got, what, a Seeker Mine's worth of gun damage on you? Which is quite a lot for a single pass. So I don't know if that shredder hit me. I think it might have, like, just barely scratched me. Good job to get my shield down before I dropped that. That ended up costing me a lot more than it cost you. But right now I'm just... Good mine. But yeah, effectively what I'm trying to do now is I'm just trying to keep the pressure up. I'm trying to keep you from really giving you any room to breathe or think of a different strategy or counter, etc. Which also meant that I'm scuppering my speech horribly, but it is what it is. What it is. That was just a zoning mine to keep you off my ass. I could have aimed better there. I might have gotten your shields down. And because I know I have this huge shield advantage, I'm going to start trading a bit more. Good to get out of that before I can get the CD off, by the way. Good job. Good mine. That probably would have, between the two of them, that might have got my shields down if I didn't CD it. You are showing me your top a lot. I don't think that was on purpose by you or anything, to be honest. You probably thought I was seeing your side there. But I did manage to get a couple of Dragoon hits in from the top. Or on the top there, rather. Not a great trade for you. Okay, this is becoming kind of a consistent thing. I noticed you kind of did it once earlier in the queue as well. You seem to be doing these like micro engine kills in front of me, if that makes sense. And I've landed shots ahead of them, or landed shots on you while you're doing them a couple of times. I don't know if that's just stutter, or if it's something you're actually doing. Yeah, that's just not a good time to maintain. Generally, as soon as you take the first hit in a turn, that's usually when it's a good idea to start changing it up a bit. Oh, I'm out of shredders again. Good god, I'm very wasteful right now. Yeah, I mean, you probably noticed